SquareHammer.
What's up, SquareHammers? What's up, YouTube? I got my buddy David with me, and we're going to be doing a Khorne vs. Empire, 2,500 points, just battle line. We're going to do a player turn by player turn recap. I don't think you've played against demons before.
Here we have David's Empire, which is led by an Arch Lector with a great weapon, heavy armor, the Trickster's Helm, which is rerolls to wound, Van Horslem Spectrum, which lets you switch a whole bunch of stats, on a War Altar with the Horn of Sigmarsund, which I believe makes you cause terror. He has a level 2 of Lore of Heavens with Harmonic Convergence and Ernon's Thunderbolt, a Captain BSB full plate enchanted shield with the Hammer of Judgment, an Iron Curse icon, and the Seed of Rebirth, and then just a mounted, barded Warrior Priest with heavy armor. For core, he has 3 units of Halberdiers, all medium armor and full command, 1 unit of 30, 1 unit of 28, 1 unit of 25, 2 units of Pistoliers with an Outrider. That Outrider, for both of them, are armed with a pistol and repeater pistol, and they both have medium armor. For special, he has a Great Cannon, a Mortar, 9 Inner Circle Knights with full command, and 5 Outriders with heavy armor. Medium armor. And lastly, for rare, he has a Luminarch and a Conqueror Steam Tank. And for the Blood God, we have a General Bloodthirster with 2-hand weapons, the Axe of Khorne, Diabolic Splendor, and Massive Stature, which gives him +1 wound and reroll ward saves. 2 Identical Heralds, also with the +1 wound and reroll ward saves, but they also have the Locus of Wrath, which gives them Hatred. Then 3 units of Bloodletters, 2 units of 23 with full command and the Icon of Endless War, which gives them plus D3 to their charge move. Another unit of 23 full command with the Banner of Swiftness. Just a unit of 10 with a banner and the Skull Totem, which lets them march 3 times their movement. A unit of 5 Chaos Furies. 2 units of 5 Fleshhounds with a champion. For special, I took 4 Blood Crushers with full command and the Rampager standard so they can reroll their charge, and for rare, just a Skull Cannon. If you'd be so kind to drop a like and drop a comment, share it to your buddies, and subscribe. Thanks guys. Stay square.
Okay, so after top of 1, the Empire player won the roll. He vanguarded up a little bit, but tell me what you did, man.
Pistoliers did some damage here.
Oh, can you talk louder? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. The Pistoliers did some damage to the Blood Crushers.
Oh, yeah.
The Cannon did a little damage to them. The Luminarch was dispelled, so that didn't do anything. The Outriders did a few damage here.
Couple wounds there.
We peppered these guys a little bit.
Couple wounds there.
That's kind of about it. We just did some damage to the Blood Crushers.
Yeah, pretty much got the Blood Crushers down to 1 fella. Just the champion remains. Just the champion. And he a good mortar hit killed us 5 guys there.
Yeah, that's about
and
it.
on to bottom of 1. So after my turn, I declared both charges for the Khorne dogs going into the Pistoliers over there. He did a Fire and Flee, didn't kill any. They did not make it, but the other dogs did, and they're only unit strength 1 apiece, so I just killed 3 of them. Oh, yes, thank you. I do need to shoot him. Appreciate that. Failed charge at the Pistoliers, failed charge at the Steam Tank, and everything else just kind of moved on up to get in combat as soon as possible. So let me shoot this thing real quick, see what happens. Oh, and I did my magic. I rolled Khorne's Wrath, which was perfect. Got a couple 6s on the Pistoliers and the Outriders, but I did 0 wounds. And shooting.
Gotta get that extra bit.
And this guy shot, just killed 1 Halberdier, and that was it. On to turn 2. End of top of 2. What you got, man? What'd you do?
All right, the Pistoliers came down whiffed pretty good there. The Cannon fired at the Bloodthirster. He passed his ward save.
Yep, that was big.
This Cannon fired at the Blood Beast, missed.
Yep. Killed a Bloodletter? Or no?
He killed two Bloodletters. Yeah, killed a couple Bloodletters. The Luminarch over here got dispelled again, so that hasn't done a whole lot. These guys peppered up the Bloodletters pretty good.
Yep.
That was good.
Like
the Mortar did more damage here as well.
Yep, good shot on the Mortar again.
And this corner is just I was kind of trapped here with the Knights, so they're kind of not trapped anymore. But other than that, they haven't done a whole lot, so kind of more stalemate.
Yep, on the bottom of 2.
Yep, coming in with a charge.
After bottom of 2, let's see. So I charged those hounds into what was the 2 pistoliers. They killed them, overran into the flank of the knights. I moved my other hounds up there, and then these guys marched to there. But I rolled the Dark Prince Thirsts, and I killed. So that's the one where I roll 3d6 on my leadership, and every one I fail by, I take a wound with no armor save. So I killed all 3 of my hounds there. I killed 2 of my bloodletters there. I didn't do any. Actually, no. It killed like 1 or 2 guys there. Did a wound on the Luminarch, which my cannon thankfully finished off. I killed 1 of my Furies, and I did fail. I did roll a 6 here, but he did pass his leadership, so that was good. And everything else was in combat. Moved the Furies to block the steam tank. Moved him up, and then everything else just kind of moved up to combat. I lost combat by 1, but did pass my demonic instability there, and that's it. And I charged the Outriders, and they fled and went over there. Almost ran off the table, but not quite. And that is it. On to top of 3. All right, end of turn 3. What happened, buddy?
All right, well, these Pistoliers came around and killed the last Blood Crusher.
Yep.
The Steam Cannon here did some good work here. We killed some Bloodletters, and the Fury Cannon, fired at the Bloodletters. They're scattered forward, didn't get enough back, so it did a whole lot of nothing. Banishment did quite a lot of damage here.
Yep.
3d6 strength 4 hits.
Couldn't get rid of it.
Was able to kill the Blood Beast with the Halberdiers.
Yep.
These guys rallied, continue to pepper them. Mortar's been on fire with the 2 scatter. Classic.
3 times so far.
Yeah, real good. Real good. And it's kind of stalemate over here with this dog.
I lost 1, but I didn't.
And I guess
didn't
it could be
crumble.
probably a charge here.
That's probably happening. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
On to bottom of 3. At the end of turn 3, over there I charged. I lost like 4 to his attacks, and I only killed 2. I got 2 killing blows, but he passed 4 or like 5
3-ups.
5 3-ups, which was big. So we actually tied combat over there. This unit charged the unit of 25 Halberdiers here that 1 combat, overran, and since you counted as if you're charging, I got to hit the flank there, which I should have done this combat first or second, so then I would have then been able to attack. Over here, he challenged, and he brought out Van Horslem Speculum on my Herald. So my Herald is down to 1 wound, and I won combat, but he passed his leadership 9 stubborn, and that's it. Oh, my cannon also did 2 wounds to his steam tank, and now it is top of 4 for the Empire. At the end of top of 4, what happened with your Empire?
Came charging in here and took out some stuff. I don't know. What did happen this turn?
You killed a Fury with the Pistoliers.
Killed the Furies. This unit got annihilated by the Bloodthirster. Challenge is still happening.
Yep.
Mortar took a direct hit over there, did nothing though.
Yep. Mortar's still on point though.
Mortar's been Austin and the Knights cleaned up over there.
Cleaned up all that stuff.
Cleaned up all that. It's really about it. The War Altar's still in a challenge with the
Yeah, so even if I charge it with the Bloodthirster after I reformed, I can't even swing into it because it's just in a challenge, so. That's it. On to bottom of 5, or 4. So during my turn, my Skull Cannon misfired and exploded. Good times. I lost my unit here. They exploded on demonic instability. And I charged here and did 5 wounds to that. And they charged that unit and ran off the field. And that's it. So they're off the field right now, and I have just the Bloodthirster left. So at the end of, we did another turn and a half because I pretty much just had the Bloodthirster left, but charged him in the rear with him, and he had Van Horslem again,
Skaven,
so we just killed him over a
yes,
couple
they are
times.
led by a master
And,
mutilator
that is the game.
who rides on a
For the
blue
Empire.
horror. He's got a lash tail, rusted armor, Skyr claws, dragon helm, twisted crown of the horned rat, and a shock prod. They have a BSB chieftain with heavy armor, enchanted shield, talisman of preservation, a master molder on top of a rat ogre bonebreaker with a things catcher and glittering scales, the special character Skule Gnawtooth, 2 warlock engineers, 1 level 1 with the eye of the horned rat and warp blades, the other level 2 with the warp energy condenser and warp blades, 3 units of clan rats, all with musician and standard bearer, hand, weapon, shield. 2 units of those are 30, and 1 unit is 27 strong. 1 unit of 40 exceptional pack with 6 pack masters. 2 units of 5 giant rats with a pack master, rat darts. 1 unit of 6 rat ogres with resilient, troll blooded, and 3 pack masters. 3 units of 12 wolf rats, all with pox feeders. A hell pit abomination, and 3 stormed fiends with doomflayer gauntlets. Lots of fast rats. And for the stunties, we have a Demon Slayer with 2 hand weapons, Master Rune of Challenge, Rune of the Furnace, 2 runes of Warding, 1 rune of Fury, 1 rune of Might, 1 rune of Speed, Beast Slayer, and Skaven Slayer. He's just got lots of attacks. 1 Rune Lord, the General, on an Anvil of Doom, heavy armor, shield, gave the 2 Anvil Guard great weapons. He has the Rune of Luck and the Rune of Iron. We have a Master Engineer, naked, nothing special. A Thane BSB with full plate, shield, Master Rune of Valea, and a Rune of Iron. For core, we have a unit of 26 Longbeards, full command, heavy armor, shield, Rune of Kadrin, reroll ones, and the Stroller's Rune for Vanguard. 1 unit of 10 Quarrelers with shields, 1 unit of 10 Warriors with medium armor and shields, 1 Bolt Thrower with the Rune of Accuracy, 1 Grudge Thrower with the Rune of Burning and the Rune of Forging, 1 unit of 19 Hammerers, full command, heavy armor, shield, Master Rune of Groth One Eye, that's the stubborn aura, 1 unit of 5 Rangers with shields, skirmishers, and throwing axes, a Gyro Bomber, a Gyrocopter, and an Organ Gun with Rune of Burning and Rune of Forging. And always, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your buddies. Thanks, guys.
All right, here are the Darwi from Zoothbar. We have a Bolt Thrower with some spicy runes, the 10 warrior attacks that you got to do, 5 Rangers upgraded to skirmishers, throwing axes, and shields. Can't remember if I gave them medium. We have a Demon Slayer, and since he cannot be the general, I have a Rune Lord on an anvil. I have 19 Hammers with a nice banner, a BSB with also a shiny rune banner, an Organ Gun with runes and Engineer, 26 Longbeards with hand weapon, shield, and a cool banner. Full command, of course. I have 10 Quarrelers with no command. I have a Gyro Bomber. I have a Grudge Thrower with some shiny runes, and a Gyrocopter. Now, if I could have taken him as my general, I definitely would have dropped this and just add another block of guys, just because. But since I couldn't, now I have some anti-magic too. That is 2,500 points of dwarves.
Where do you want to start?
Wherever you want to start. So we're fighting some Skaven. What you got, man?
3 Storm Fiends with Doomflayer Gauntlets, 6 Wolf Rats with Poison, 42 Giant Rats with Squeal.
12 rats.
Sorry, 12 Wolf Rats with Poison.
Okay.
42 Giant Rats with Squeal. They rolled regen.
Yep, I got a 6.
30 Clan Rats with Banner and Musician. 6 Rat Ogres with +1 Toughness and Regen 5+.
Cool.
A Master Molder on a Rat Ogre Bonebreaker.
Okay.
Rat Dart. 27 Clan Rats with Banner Musician, Warlock Engineer, BSB.
Cool.
12 more Wolf Rats with Poison. 6 more Giant Rats and a Rat Dart. 30 more Clan Rats with Banner Musician. 12 more Wolf Rats with Poison. And a Kitty. Help with Abomination.
Excellent. And we rolled up a battle line. We're deployed. Dwarves are Gyro Bomber. I've already gone over my list, so you can see what I got. Those are the Hammers. Those are the Longbeards. And Rangers out there to stop the 2 Vanguarding units. He's got 2 more over there. And here we go. Oh, roll for first turn?
Vanguard first, right?
Vanguard first. Yes, please. Do it.
So they can't go within...
So at the... I won first turn. Dwarfs marched up here. Wheeled to get out of his Vanguard charge. He needed like a 12. They just spun a little bit. Organ Gun jammed. Rolled a misfire with the rerolls, still failed it. This shot killed 10 of those rats and 10 giant, 1 clan rat, thank you. Here just stayed Pretty much just moved a lot. Magic didn't do anything. Gave them stubborn from the anvil. Bolt thrower shot did 2 wounds on a rat ogre. And that was it. Pretty uneventful turn, but we'll come back at the bottom of turn 1. All right, how did turn 1 go, or turn 1? Yeah, turn 1 for the rats. How'd they do?
It was fairly successful. They tripped on their ankles, so they didn't catch him. They failed charge into them. They moved up. They moved up. They moved up. They're dumb and eating grass. He moved up aggressively. They moved up. Magic Phase shot some Warp Lightning, killed a Gyrocopter, and then Big Diced a Howling Warp Gale for the 36-inch version. So it's a big old bubble of -1 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty only rolled 5 inches because he's nervous and shy. They failed a Frenzy charge, and then these 2 units charged the Rangers. They killed them all, overran into the Dwarf Slayer, who's stalwartly defending the hill, and they just overran 2 inches because they're shy.
Cool.
So that's all I got.
Awesome. On to top of 2. At the end of top of 2, I moved the bomber over here, and they don't obviously take march block. Drop there, got a direct hit with the big bomb, and then also rolled the 4 up, so got a little bomb. Only killed 1 more, but it killed 6 total with his bombs. Shooting the organ gun put 3 wounds onto the Broodlord, Master Molder on Broodlord. What is that called?
Grudge Thrower.
Thank you. Grudge Thrower did 3 wounds to the hell pit.
4.
No,
5.
no. 4. Yeah, 4 wounds to the hell pit. Then the Bolt Thrower did 1 more. Quarrelers killed, I think, 2 of the Wolf Rats. I charged here at the Wolf Rats. The Slayer killed like 5 or 6 by himself. Then they came in, charged, finished them off, reformed, and Anvil got stubborn on them and +1 in their armor save. And gave them actually, because I got like 13 or 14 dice, also gave them the free movement. And that is it for top of 2 for the Dwarves. Tell me about the amazing Skaven turn that you just had, buddy.
Okay, so
What happened?
We'll start with the good news.
Okay.
They did nothing. They swift reformed. They reformed. Okay.
Yep.
Next batch of good news. They lost 2 giant rats and a wolf rat,
Okay.
but they didn't run away. So silver lining to every cloud.
Yeah, stubborn banner here, so they're stubborn.
Yep. So they're stubborn. So they didn't lose combat. They didn't fail stupidity, but they probably will next turn. They thought they were smart, so they're standing there cute. My Brood Horror charged his anvil, did no wounds, and then died.
Yeah, I gave the 2 Anvil Guard great weapons, so
Totally mattered.
he failed a 6 up and then a 4 up, and you needed to fail both of them.
Yeah, I had 2 wounds left.
Yeah, it was rough.
It happens. But, you know, no time to be sad. We're rats. I did Warp Lightning like 9 or 11 of them. So
10 actually.
10 of them.
Yep.
Okay, so
Pretty good.
the Wolf Rat did 1 mighty wound to him, so we're slowly whittling him down.
Yeah, it's down to 1.
Help it moved up. My Wizard miscasted on Howling Warp Gale, killed himself, and then left this guy down to 1 wound. And
You miscast twice.
I miscasted twice.
Yeah.
So they that's why he died, because I
Yes.
had 2 wounds to 1 wizard, 1 wound to the other. And these guys are the MVPs for the pincer maneuver on the bolt thrower. So
Good, sir.
here we go.
On to top of 3. Top of 3.
So
Top of 3 just ended. Moved the. No, that was your turn, wasn't it?
no,
That was my turn? Okay. Gyro Bomber. We went from like here-ish to over there. Dropped a bomb here, landed a dud, killed 1, did not get to multiply. Over here I won combat, killed 1 dog, it ran, but he was still steadfast, so he passed there. Killed a couple. I think it's stuff to shoot the bolt thrower. No, I shot over there. Bolt thrower killed 1 ogre. Over here I did combat. I won, but he's also steadfast. This charged the hell pit, killed its last wound. He rolled a 6, but since I did a 1 flaming wound, all it did was like 2d6 hits, and he didn't do any wounds. Gave them the +1 armor save and stubborn again. And that's it. On to bottom of 3.
okay, so another great, fantastic turn. We didn't all die over here, so that's good.
Yep.
Killed 1 dwarf and then ran away. So they all died. They were dumb. again. They moved up, hoping that they would hold, but they should have known better. I did get a small victory where I killed the bolt thrower with rats. And then that's all I got. So, I charged over here. Warlock Engineer got off Howling Warpgale, which doesn't matter because he's dead. He died in combat.
I think it lasts though, doesn't it? Till the end of the next.
It's based off of him, where he is. So if he's not on the table, it goes away.
Really?
Yeah, because it's on his location.
Okay. What do y'all think of
Measured
that?
from the wizard.
But it's not remains in play. So like if you cast like a
But you measure it from him. So if he's gone, you can't measure it from him anymore.
Can y'all tell us what's the answer to that? I don't know. I don't know. It makes sense what you're saying. I'm trying to help you out here.
I know. I appreciate the pity, but you shouldn't pity me.
I don't pity you. You're rats.
Exactly.
You're stinky rats. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. On to top of 4. End of top of 4. Organ gun. Shot there. Killed 1. And maybe did another wound, I think, to 1. Danger close on the 5 rats that were here. Got a direct hit and killed them all.
Again, that's 3 for
Again. Here. Rune Lord gave the buff, +1 armor and stubborn again. Failed his charge to get into the flank. We just held here, pretty much. I passed my stubborn leadership. The Hammers charged like that big block over there and murdered them. Down.
I lost 3 hammers.
Yeah, I only lost 3 hammers. He rolled, actually, I think he rolled like 18 attacks, only hit with 3. Like his dice have been crapping. It's not cool. He actually shot into the rear of the ogres, killed one of mine, but did 1 wound and killed an ogre, which was big. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, on to bottom of 4. Turns are going pretty quick now. What happened?
They killed 8 warriors.
8 warriors overran.
They continue to kill a dwarf a turn. So, yeah. That's all we got. He has his march block and is slinging well-written insults at him.
All right, on to top of 5. At the end of top of 5, shot everything here, killed 1. Charged the hammers into the flank of the 1 unit of rats, charged the slayer into the unit of the other. The unit that was here, the hammers charged, and they fled through, killing a whole bunch, and only 2 died to dangerous. The slayer killed like 4, then these ironbreakers killed 1. This was a crazy combat in terms of calculating combat res. It's a little too complicated, especially if you're trying to play in like a tournament or if you're in a time crunch. But that's how it is. So that's what happened there, Steadfast, and that's how we're sitting right now. I think they're fleeing, and let's see what he got. Top of 5, kill something.
I think the big. Oh, yeah, go.
No, you can keep talking. Well, so like, what happened at the end of this was what, your turn? Charged here and here at the organ gun, murdered it.
They are now best friends.
They are now best friends, best buddies. You need to like sculpt him on the shoulder.
Yeah, I need to go print myself.
It's like a Lilo Felix or Sloth something. Over here, just killed him down to like a 4 or 5 guys, but the BSB stood his ground like a crazy rat that he is. He did kill a whole nother dwarf, and honestly, when I set up and I saw all his units, I was kind of worried that he just had so many freaking models. But what were you just saying, that like you didn't have enough punch?
Yeah, it's just a lot of strength 3.
Yeah.
And then the other issue is like him dying there was huge.
Yeah, the Broodlord guy.
Hell Pit kind of got ganked pretty early on.
He was moving so slow.
Yeah, well, he moved slow, and just some things didn't work out. The Slayer made the 7-inch charge, so like he fails the charge.
Yeah.
But I'm not really. The big one was when he died. The game was over.
Yeah, that Broodlord dying was huge.
Because if he had slowly broken through that anvil, then I think I can actually kind of recover. The other thing was the rat ogres probably should have took some more hammers down with them, and they didn't.
But then they failed stupidity twice.
They did fail stupidity, but that I mean, their leadership 7 without a reroll, even with a 3d6, it's just gonna happen.
But you should pass that on average, right?
Yes.
On average, you should totally pass 3. Why'd I roll a d10? Let's not do that.
Roll like that.
Not when I roll like that.
Oh look, you failed.
Oh wow.
It's actually surprisingly common.
Now, you don't get the general or anything like that, right?
Well, the general is what makes them 7 at the beginning of the game. I just still failed.
Ah, dang. Shoot. Okay.
But yeah, so the big issue is like if they got strength in numbers for stupidity or frenzy and stuff,
Right.
then you have this significantly more reliable. Like you have a reason to bring 6.
Well, it seems like it forces you to spend the points. Like you said, you can upgrade twice now, right?
Yes.
So it seems like you have to, not have to, but you should buy the stupidity one. Like
Brain
it
transplant.
seems like it forces you to.
Yeah, you have no. If you want to make them somewhat reliable,
Right.
then because without the brain transplant, they're just worse trolls.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
in every way.
They don't even get like the
They
breath
don't even
weapon.
Get, yeah,
no
you have to
vomit.
pay for the region. They don't get vomit.
Yeah.
So, but no, and I make mistakes. Like it's a very positioning intensive list because of all the moving pieces.
That's true. You
So
got a
you
lot.
have to be very efficient with like your wolf rat units and your redirectors.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
Certainly
fun.
good.
Oh, these are great. And they're not the shooty ones. He took the close combat ones. So when they charge, they each get how many? D3 impact hits or
They
something?
get D3 impact hits and then 2D3 additional attacks per model.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Plus 4. So
If you honestly, if you hit that gyro bomber early, if you made that gyro bomber, that would have been huge because then the gyro bomber would have like died and you would have been able to. You would have been here, I think, one turn sooner.
reform, march, get their turn sooner.
You would have been there a turn sooner.
It was just a cascading thing of like things going wrong.
Yeah.
But that's Skaven.
That's Skaven.
That's why we're here.
All right. Good game, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. Bye, SquareHammers. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah.